Former presidential candidate and someone who's been on the debate stage many times before, former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum. Senator, great to have you on. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing well. So here we are a week away from this debate, and there's this narrative out there that conservative media, places like Newsmax, are creatively editing videos to make Joe Biden look bad. And I've asked this question over the last couple of days. If that's the case, why aren't we seeing the same thing from Democrats with Trump videos? Right? Could the answer actually be that we're not doing anything and that Joe Biden is making himself look really bad all on his own?
Hey, this is just part of the disinformation campaign that is the left in America today, and unfortunately complicit with the with most of the media in this country that simply supports whatever the narrative the Democrats are spewing, and this is consistent with them. Which is if there is bad news, then you attack the people who are spreading the bad news. You don't address the issue itself. And it's very clear, and the American public is, as James Rosen just said, has made a decision about this. They realize that the president is impaired, that he's declining. He's going to continue to further decline. And it's one of the reasons you're seeing his numbers as bad as they are. And contrary to the protestations of the left, there's nothing they can do about it. I mean, the president is, and you're going to see it at the debate stage, he's not what he used to be.
Yeah, we'll see how he performs. What are you expecting to happen next Thursday? And I guess I'll just add to that, what if Joe Biden has a good night? What if he's just fine objectively and there's no major moments for us to talk about the next morning?
Yeah, I think that's unlikely. The bottom line is Joe Biden's bar right now is so low. I mean, you look at the State of the Union address. I mean, by any measure to any other president in the history of the country during State of the Unions, it was not a great performance. I mean, he was angry. The speech was a series of one lines. He didn't deliver back-to-back lines, I don't think, throughout the entire speech. It was structured for someone who can't string sentences together, and he even then didn't do particularly well. But according to the media, he did great. Because the bar has been set so low that he's going to bumble and lose his place, and that the expectation game. And this is one of the concerns I have with the Trump campaign, that they're setting the expectation game that Trump's going to kill him. All that does is further lower the bar. So you even made the point. Well, what if we don't have a major gaffe? Wouldn't you go into a presidential debate thinking that the standard is major gaffe? I mean, that's not how you normally look at it. But we've changed the whole debate has changed the norm as to what we expect, which is to the benefit of Joe Biden.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you've got somebody like Joe Biden who's cognitively impaired, you're looking for the gaffe. But when I say major gaffe, right, I mean and you were there, like a Rick Perry moment,
right?
Something like that. Let's go back in time to March of this year and Joe Biden's performance at the State of the Union. Take a look.
My predecessor came to office determined to see Roe v. Wade overturned. He's the reason it was overturned, and he brags about it. Look at the chaos that has resulted.
That's not a cheap fake. That's a hopped-up Joe Biden, and apparently the Trump team, Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance, are involved with Trump going over his Q&A. And everybody prepares for debates differently, but word out of the Trump camp is that he is taking this a little bit more seriously because he knows how much is on the line with a June debate, which is really unusual. But how do you prepare for that? Because really the Joe Biden that Trump might get next Thursday night might not be the Joe Biden that we saw at that Juneteenth celebration last week. It might be the State of the Union Joe Biden.
Yeah, I have no question. The fact that he's taking a week off of public schedules, I'm sure he's gonna sleep a lot. He's gonna get his B12 shots and everything else to try to make him as clear as possible and as energetic as possible. And I think Trump needs to be prepared for that. The key for Trump is that he understands the format and is able to live within that framework. And that's going to be really hard for him, not being able to have his little side comments and he's sort of famous for and actually is very successful at doing. He's a showman, and he's not going to have the opportunity to be a showman. So he has to really adjust to that. And I have no question the President Trump is sharp on the issues and is going to give great answers. The question is how the interaction is between the two of them.